If you're watching this, you are in the Wax Museum Extension Group, which means we get to do something maybe a little more in-depth or more interesting for your Wax Museum historical figure. So here's what we got. Instead of writing a 30 to 60 second biography on your historical figure, something like, I'm Albert Einstein and I was born in 1879, you're not going to do that. Instead, you're going to write a speech about something your figure cared about. So, for example, Albert Einstein, he was one of the inventors of the nuclear bomb, and he really believed you should not use the nuclear bomb as an act of war. Especially after he invented it, he was really big into this. You should not use the nuclear bomb in war. The nuclear bomb should not exist. He invented it, and he thought the nuclear bomb should not exist. So, instead of writing a speech about Albert Einstein, you're going to be pretending you are Einstein giving a speech about not using nuclear bombs, or something like that for your historical figure. So, let's look at this document here. We have here the directions, and I'll show you an example here in a second, but you'll give your topic, who is someone you cared about, or who is your figure, what's something they care about deeply. And then we'll have a position. So like I just shared with you, Einstein would say, we should not have nuclear bombs. That would be his position, something that your person cared about deeply. And then 3 reasons why, coming from research sources. 3 reasons why. I'll show you my example in a second. A conclusion. This section right here is not your speech. This is planning for your speech. Down here at the bottom, write your speech. This is your speech. So I'll show you again my example. If you come to the example tab, you can see I chose Dr. Wernher von Braun, a NASA rocket scientist from the 1960s. My position, he cared deeply about sending humans to explore space. So notice my position here, I said we should continue to send humans into space. That is his position. I have a reason. I have the source that it came from. I have a reason, source that it came from. Reason, source that it came from. This one came from a book. Conclusion, we should continue to send humans to explore space. And then down here, this is my Wax Museum speech. I will write it from the perspective of Dr. Wernher von Braun. This is him talking. And then when we do the Wax Museum, I will be him. This document here talks about persuasive language that you can use to persuade people, and that's something that I will work on with you. Your research sources, where can we get information from? This is a list of links that you can search from. I want to point out this one, the Smithsonian Museum of American History. If I go to that one, it's going to be useful to put Albert Einstein or whoever you want in quotes. Because if I put Albert Einstein in quotes, then look at my sources here. It gives me Albert Einstein. If I don't put it in quotes, if I just have Albert Einstein, it gives me every page it can find that has the word Albert, right? And then it also gives me every page it can find that has the word Einstein. I don't want Nico Albert. I want Albert Einstein. So put it in quotes on that page. The other thing you can do, the books here at the Edwards Library might be a little bit too easy for you. So you can search the middle school library. And when you are searching the middle school library, so this is all the libraries in the district, you will choose Ames Middle School. And then, wait for that to load. Now you can search for your person. Albert Einstein. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. Now, this book is probably a little bit too easy for you. Yes, it is at the middle school, but it's still probably a little bit too easy for you. You're going to want to search for probably books that Edwards doesn't have that would be more appropriate for you. You'll write down the title, you'll write down the call number, and you'll give it to Mrs. Lee, and Mrs. Lee will get that book for you from the middle school. So that is how you search the middle school catalog. So have fun with this. This should be more fun for you, getting to write a passionate speech about your topic as your historical figure.